Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're unpacking a massive controversy that's shaking up the world of Assassin's Creed Shadows in Ubisoft's response to historical criticism. A Japanese consultant was used to defend the game, but here's the catch. This consultant has ties to a company called Sweet Baby Inc., a name that's been popping up in gaming circles for all the wrong reasons. Stick with us as we dive deep into what this all means. When Assassin's Creed Shadows was released, fans were expecting an epic journey based in Japan, but the game was quickly met with criticism, not for its premise, but for glaring historical inaccuracies. Buildings resembling Chinese structures instead of Japanese architecture, gamers were not impressed. Japanese players even called for a formal investigation due to what they believed to be misrepresentations of their culture. It wasn't just minor details that people were upset about, it was a pattern of disrespect for historical accuracy. In response to the outcry, Ubisoft released an apology. But things escalated when the New York Times published an article defending the game, suggesting that much of the backlash was being overblown by Western gamers using translation tools. And who did they rely on for this take? A consultant named Kazuma Hashimoto. This consultant argued that the criticisms were largely invalid, attempting to shift the narrative. But here's the plot twist. Kazuma Hashimoto used to work for a firm called Sweet Baby Inc. Yes, Sweet Baby Inc. that hates gamers almost as much as gamers hate them. Sweet Baby Inc. might not be a household name, but in the gaming industry, they've been making waves. They're a consultancy that focuses on narrative design, offering services to companies like Ubisoft, helping them weave cultural narratives into their games. Sounds good, right? Well, not exactly. Sweet Baby Inc. has been at the center of several controversies. Critics argue that their involvement in projects often prioritizes social justice themes and political correctness over authentic storytelling. This has dramatically affected the game's quality to the point that gamers have made blacklists of games where this company has been involved in. Gamers have accused Sweet Baby Inc. of pushing a progressive agenda that doesn't always align with what players want. For example, in the Mass Effect remasters, fans noticed significant changes to character designs and dialogue that many felt were made to appeal to modern sensibilities at the expense of the original narrative. It wasn't just one game, but a pattern. Sweet Baby Inc. brands itself as a creative consultancy that helps companies develop narratives in games. But it's found itself in the middle of several controversies. Most notably, beyond its work on Mass Effect remasters, Sweet Baby Inc. was involved in an incident on Steam that left many gamers furious. A Steam user had compiled a list of games involving Sweet Baby Inc., leading to discussions about their influence on the industry. Instead of engaging constructively, some individuals associated with Sweet Baby Inc. reportedly attacked the creator of the list and those supporting it. This escalated the situation, with gamers accusing the company of silencing criticism rather than addressing valid concerns about their role in gaming development. This incident fed into the broader narrative that Sweet Baby Inc. might be less interested in fostering open discussions and more concerned with protecting its reputation, regardless of player feedback. It's a pattern many in the community have noticed. When their influence is questioned, they retaliate rather than respond. Now back to Kazuma Hashimoto. His connection to Sweet Baby Inc. raised eyebrows. As someone with a history of working for a company known for its focus on politically driven narratives, his defense of Assassin's Creed Shadows felt like corporate damage control to many. Was he truly representing the Japanese community's views? Or was this just another example of Ubisoft using consultants to quiet legitimate criticism? This led to a flood of reactions from the community. One of the most vocal was Mark Kern, who questioned whether this was an authentic response from Ubisoft or a strategic move to protect their game. Gamers quickly took to social media to voice their frustration. Many felt that the use of a Sweet Baby Inc. affiliated consultant was Ubisoft's attempt to delegitimize genuine concerns. To them, it wasn't about the historical inaccuracies alone, it was the way Ubisoft handled the situation that left a bitter taste. Some players expressed that this incident confirmed their suspicions about Sweet Baby Inc.'s growing influence on game narratives. Others wondered if Ubisoft was more concerned with avoiding bad press than delivering an accurate representation of Japanese history. Now, we have to ask the bigger question. What does the involvement of Sweet Baby Inc. mean for the future of gaming? While diversity and inclusion are important, the concern from the gaming community is that companies like Ubisoft are now prioritizing corporate agendas over creativity and player experience. Are we seeing a shift in how games are developed, with more focus on political messaging than on the stories themselves? Ubisoft isn't the only company working with Sweet Baby Inc. From Far Cry to Mass Effect, we're seeing a growing trend where narrative design firms are influencing the direction of major titles. But is this what players really want? Ultimately, the backlash against Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Sweet Baby Inc. highlights a deep divide in the gaming community. On one side, we have companies trying to be more inclusive and culturally sensitive. On the other, we have players who feel like their favorite franchises are being sacrificed for corporate politics. So, what do you think? Let us know in the comments. Is Sweet Baby Inc. hurting or helping the industry? Should Ubisoft have handled this differently? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the biggest gaming controversies. Until next time, happy gaming!